Good morning, Year 5. So today we are going to be recalling all the techniques that we have learned through these past few weeks on our multiplication and division topic, okay? So these are the methods that we have learned during this topic. Right, we have looked at area model. If you think right back to the beginning of our home learning, we've learned short multiplication, long multiplication with our brackets, and the bus stop method, which we've been focusing a lot on recently, okay? So as a reminder, I have popped on our area model to start off with. I'm going to show you the first one, just to rejig your memory of how we do these, okay? We're going to go through each one today, each technique, and we're going to have a go at the questions. I'm going to show you the first one, and you complete the others, okay? So, we've got 43 times by 24. Now, I've broken my numbers up. I've partitioned them into tens and units. So I'm going to look at my tens first, okay? Now, remember, if we just forget about the zeros for now, we can add them back on afterwards. So what is 2 times 4? So 2 times 4 is 8, but I've got those 2 extra zeros, which mean I need to pop them back on, giving me 800. Then I have 20 times 3, so times in the units in my first number by my tens. So again, think of 2 times 3, which is 6, and add the 0 back on. Now we're going to look at this one, so 40 times 4, so it comes to this box here. So again, look at the numbers first and then add our zeros back on. So that would give me 16 and then add the 0 back on. And then I've got 4 times 3, which we all know is 12. Now, do I just leave that as my answer? I've got numbers in the boxes, I've completed it. No, we need to make sure we add our numbers up. So make sure you start with the biggest number first, then move along until you get to your smallest number. If you add them up in a column addition, just like we did right at the beginning of the term, then you will get your answer. Okay, if you have done that, then you should get this answer. If you got that answer, give it a big tick. Okay, so I want you to have a go at 2 and 3. They are 3-digit numbers and 4-digit numbers times by 2 digits. Okay, so as you can see, you've got 3-digit here and 4-digit there. I'd like you to have a go at those, please, now, and then I will reveal the answers for you. So this was right at the beginning of our half term, so you should be able to hopefully recall this method. Have a go and see how you do. So for number 2, you should have got 19,740. And then for number 3, you should have got 306,999. Can't wait to see them on Dojo to see how you did remembering those techniques. Right then, let's move on to short multiplication, the next technique that we learned. So this is when we times a 1-digit number by a 2-digit, or we times a 2-digit by 1, 3-digit by 1, or a 4-digit by 1. This is the short method. We don't need brackets for this one. This is just the short method. So I'm going to rejig your memory for number 1, and then you're going to work on number 2, 3, 4. So if you put the title short multiplication, then I'll be able to see which ones you've done when you post it on Dojo, okay? Because as I said, we're going to go through each technique that we have learned today. So we've just done area model, we're now going on to short multiplication. So 4 times 3, what's 4 times 3? We should be saying 12. Remember, I put my units in this column and carry the tens. Then again, we've got 4 times 3, which is 12, but I've got my little friend down here that I need to add, which gives me 13. I can pop my 1 in straight away because I don't have anything in this column. So your answer should be 132. Okay, hopefully that's rejigged your memory, and I'd like you to have a go at this 2-digit by 1-digit here, this 3-digit by 1-digit here, and this 4-digit by 1-digit on the final question. Take your time. Do not rush, okay? If this maths lesson takes a little bit longer today, I completely understand, because we are going through 4 techniques that we have practiced over this half term, okay? So take your time and break down each question. Now we're going to look at long multiplication. So please make sure you put the title long multiplication so you can show me which ones you have attempted. I hope you've attempted them all, okay, or at least a couple of questions from each technique. So long multiplication then. We know that we need brackets, so we need to partition our second number. Okay, so I've done it here. I've got 23 times 4, 23 times 10. 10 and 4 makes 14. So that is correct. So I don't need to look up here. I need to be looking over here. So 4 times 3. Remember, cross it out so you can remember. 4 times 3 is 12. So I've got the 2 here because it's this line I'm working in, this row. That's why it's so important to set it out clearly and one number per box. So carry the 1 above. Not too big, but so I can see it. Then 4 times 2, again, cross that out so you know you've used it. 4 times 2 is 8, but I have a 1 here, which will give me 9. So my first answer is 92. Okay, and just add in my addition sign so I know at the end I need to add up these 2 sums. So we number nap, which is thanks to Maddie for that word, which I really, really enjoy using. So we've got the 0, and we put it as our placeholder. Now we are doing 1 times 3. Super easy, is 3. Cross the 3 out because I've used that one. Then I've got 1 times 2, which is 2. Now I don't just leave my answer like that. If you remember, we must now add up our 2 calculation answers here. So we've got 2 add 0, which is 2. We've got 9 add 3, so 9 in your head, and count on 3 or use your 3 times tables, which gives me 10, 11, 12, which gives me 12. Carry the 1. 1 down here and add it to this 2 gives me 322. If you got it right, give it a tick. Now, as you can see, I've done my demonstration here just to re-jog your memory on how to do this. You're going to have a go at 2, 3 and 4. This is a 2-digit by 3-digit. Sorry, 2-digit by 2-digit, 3-digit by 2-digit, and 4-digit by 2-digit. Okay? Remember to set it out with the brackets. A lot of us were missing this out last week and not setting it out correctly using 1 box per number, 1 number per box, and not making sure that you have enough room to show your numbers. And you're getting confused and adding different numbers up because they're not in the correct place value column. I can clearly see mine here, which has made my calculation quicker and easier to access. Okay, so have a go at those ones for me. And then here we are at our division that we have been learning for the past couple of days and last week. I'm going to recap number 1 for you, and you will again do 2, 3, 4. So you can put division or bus stop division as the title, I don't mind, and have a go at these ones. So let's have a go at this one first. We're doing 42 divided by 3. Remember, the ones in the bus stop is our 2-digit, outside the bus stop is our 1-digit. So how many 3s go into 4? I know it's 1 because only 1 3 will go in, but I've got an extra 1 left over because I have 3, but I need 4. 3 add 1 is 4. So the 1 gets carried over. How many 3s go into 12? So do my 3 times tables. I can use my fingers. I would advise writing them down, especially when you get to these numbers as well. It just makes it simpler and easier for you to view how far you can go in your times tables. So 3 into 12 goes 3, 6, 9, 12, and I have 4. So again, just as we practiced, a 2-digit divided by 1-digit, a 3-digit divided by a 1-digit, and a 4-digit divided by a 1-digit. Okay? And that is what you need to be doing for today for me.